Well, tonight, NTV has been able to access some of the documents filed against 4 IEBC dissenting commissioners, now known as Cherera 4. The documents filed before the Justice Agri Muchelule-led tribunal reveal that senior officials from Azimio One Kenya Party had access to the apartments that hosted the commissioners and made frequent visits on several occasions, just after the press conference in which they denounced the results of the presidential election on the 15th of August. NTV's Sydney Chazima now with those revelations.
This scene will forever be etched in the memories of Kenyans for a long time. It was a moment that threw the country into confusion, uncertain of what would happen next. And as Kenyans held their breath, back at Bomas, a chaotic frenzy preceded the final announcement by Wafula Chebukati, further fueling tensions across the country. And as the 4 commissioners walked away, little to no information has been forthcoming about their whereabouts since that day. NTV has learned that the 4 commissioners, through Edwin Ngonga, Raila Odinga's close ally, who was staying at the Yaya Apartments and Hotel 2 months before, in the month of June, managed to secure 3 rooms at the establishment, which is under Busaim Investments along Agwings-Kodhek Road. In this invoice number 51715, the 4 were booked in apartments 21, 23 and 27 on 15th of August. Their departure was slated to be on the 19th of August. At exactly 20:36 hours on the 15th of August, the Yaya Apartments and Hotel Management admits to the reception 4 guests in the company of bodyguards and other individuals. The 4 are identified as the 4 IEBC commissioners. 2 commissioners headed straight to the rooms, while 2 others proceeded to the reception to check in, but the 2 rejected to have their details taken. The 4 were booked in as tenants. None of their names are indicated on the hotel's logbook. Edwin Ngonga would later pay the bills on the 16th of August, the following morning. Interesting to note is the number of times high-caliber political operatives allied to Azimio One Kenya Alliance would visit the establishment. On the 15th of August, the executive director of Azimio One Kenya's campaign secretariat, Raphael Tuju, was booked in as a visitor at the Yaya Apartments at around 21:54 hours. His destination was apartment 23. On 16th of August, Tuju would visit apartment 21. This time, the vehicles he used had different registration numbers. It is not clear who exactly he visited in the 2 apartments. As earlier indicated, the occupants were only booked in under the name tenant. George Oduor Ongwen, who has been described as the cog in the wheel of Raila Odinga's ODM party, visited apartment 21 on the 16th of August from around 12:50 hours to 13:20 hours. KANU chairman Gideon Moi's personal assistant Peter Chelanga was also logged in the records. He visited apartment 21 on 16th of August at 11:08 hours, then left at 11:13 hours. He came back to the same apartment at 15:53 hours and left at 16:42 hours. Records also show that the KANU party, one of the constituent parties in the Azimio coalition, also had its Secretary General Nick Salat visit the Yaya Hotel and Apartments. At 10:41 hours, 17th of August 2022, Salat entered apartment number 21 and left 8 minutes later. He came back to the same apartment 21 at 16:54 hours on the same day and left 4 minutes later. And on the 18th of August, Salat visited apartment 21 again from around 14:15 hours. This time in the company of Edwin Ngonga, who joined him 6 minutes later. The 2 left apartment 21 at 14:59 hours. The details of their conversations and which commissioner was in what apartment are unclear, but raise more suspicion. In his affidavit, IEBC Chair Wafula Chebukati indicated that the 4 commissioners wanted the results altered in favor of a runoff, a claim Embakasi East MP Babu Owino appeared to intimate to.
I told him, Kibicho, we need to arrest Chebukati immediately for bungling elections. Do you know what Kibicho told me. Babu, wacha vita, wacha vita. Nikasema, what is happening na huyu mtu? Was this part, was this, I'm telling you the truth. This man was supposed to be our pastor. Yeah. But what is happening? Is wacha vita. Nikamwambia, no, it is you to arrest Chebukati for bungling what? Elections. Then Cherera to announce Baba as what?
As one.
As the winner. You see, or we go for
a
rerun.
Also in his affidavit, IEBC Commissioner Abdi Guliye also swore that Raphael Tuju and Amos Wako attempted to force the commission to declare Raila Odinga president-elect or force a runoff in the August 9th polls. The claims were also documented by IEBC Chair Wafula Chebukati, much to the chagrin of Tuju.
So there are 10 of us in that room. For him to claim that I made some offers to him in front of those 10 is a taradiddle.
These revelations of what transpired at the Yaya apartments come in the wake of the anticipated sitting of the Agri Muchelule Tribunal, which is set to hear and determine the petitions against the Cherera 4. CCTV footage of whom visited the rooms will be availed. Juliana Cherera, Francis Wanderi, and Justus Nyangaya have all since resigned from office, and only Irene Masit has stayed put. The tribunal, which will kickstart its proceedings on the 20th of December, insists that the commissioners will be investigated individually. Sydney Chazima, NTV.